Your country 1039 KGRT, Luke Bryan. And yes, rain is a good thing. If you stepped outside and took that big, you would agree.
Time now for your question of the day. Brought to you by the Farmers and Crafts Markets of Las Cruces. Fresh produce, bread, meat, honey, food trucks, handmade art, music, and more. Every Saturday and Wednesday, 8:30 a.m. to 1 p.m., downtown Las Cruces.
That's right. Our question of the day, brought to you by the Farmers and Crafts Market of Las Cruces, has to do with, well, being someplace else. Did you know? I think I mentioned it earlier that every day we spend 40 minutes wishing we were somewhere else. Yeah. And, in order to boost your mental, physical, and emotional health, a neuroscientist named Rachel Hoffman-Jost actually put together something called the 25 and 3 rule. And what that is it involves spending 20 minutes at least 3 days a week at a nearby natural setting, such as a local park or something like that, 5 hours each month in a semi-wild nature, such as a state park or nature reserve, and 3 days each year in true wilderness. We're talking camping, hiking, backcountry, remote locations, stuff like that. Now, right now, even if you haven't heard of the 25 and 3 rule, are you actually getting out there? Are you spending a ton of time in parks, nature preserves, camping, backcountry, getting outside of the 4 walls, right? So that is basically my question of the day. Are you stuck inside but wish you could spend more time outside? Be honest with you, I think about camping a lot. In fact, I think about that every time I'm watching some camping sites on YouTube or something. But it would be nice to get out once in a while. Not all the time, mind you, but once in a while for sure. So once again, our question for the day to you, are you stuck inside but wish you could spend more time outside? Let me know your answers for our question of the day. 575-523-KGRT is the number. You can call those in, you can text those in, or you can just leave your comments on our social media pages, Facebook and YouTube. We are live right there right now. In fact, we do a little extra online if you want to go ahead and tune in there. But yeah, leave your comments down there for our question of the day. Brought to you by the Farmers and Crafts Market of Las Cruces. Are you stuck inside but wish you could, spend more time in the outside? All right, all good there. And we are exclusively up on our social media pages. So looking for those answers for our question of the day today. Are you stuck inside but wish you could spend more time outside? Kind of giving a little bit more credence to that bumper sticker you see, I'd rather be fishing, or I'd rather be camping, or I'd rather be hunting. Get a lot of those here, instead of, stuck driving around in traffic or stuck inside at work all day. Now, I am a workaholic and I do love my job and I love being here every day. But, there are moments, as they say, where I think, wow, it's been a long time since I've gone camping, been a long time since I've been fishing, been a long time since I've had a good breakfast out in the outdoors. The smell of that bacon waking you up on an early morning. See, every year my family used to go out and do some camping, and waking up to that breakfast on the fire is definitely something that brings back some good memories for me. So, yeah. I do kind of need to, think about getting outside a little bit more. I should probably actually do it instead of just, watching all those YouTube videos. That would be much better for me, I think. Well, let me know your answers for our question of the day. Once again, leave your comments down below. You can also call or text in those answers at 575-523-KGRT. That's 575-523-5478. Our question of the day today, are you stuck inside but wish you could spend more time outside? I think kids are missing out. They need to get outdoors more. In the meantime, let's take a look at what's going on in and around the world. I mentioned this earlier today. U.S. Postal Service set to release a forever stamp featuring Betty White. Yeah, the 2025 stamp will showcase a smiling White from a 2010 photograph. That's going to be pretty awesome for the Betty White fans. Conan O'Brien is set to host the 2025 Oscars on Sunday, March 2nd on ABC. That'll be good. I've always been a big Conan fan. Let's see. Martha Stewart tells People magazine that John Krasinski is pretty sexy. Yeah, and deserved to be named the sexiest man alive. Yeah, did you see that one? And still in the news, Australian breakdancer Ray Gunn might soon star in a high-paying reality show. She's close to sealing a deal potentially worth 6 figures Networks are eager to secure her exclusively for a long-term contract. Wonder how that would go. Number one movie at the box office this weekend was Red One. That's the new rock movie, where I don't know exactly what his character is. I guess the CIA of the North Pole or something like that. But Santa Claus gets kidnapped, and they must go ahead and rescue him. $34.1 million at the box office this weekend. So not too bad. And yeah, we already talked about the Tyson Logan Paul thing. If you had a chance to actually see it where it wasn't buffering on Netflix on Friday night, it's up there right now. You can watch it at your leisure. But I will say this, the preliminary boxing matches were much, much better. The Barrios Ramos fight was actually pretty awesome as well. And even if it did go to a draw, it was a really, really good fight. Once again, we are looking for your answers for our question of the day today. Are you stuck inside but wish you could spend more time outside? Maybe just going, for a little walk around the park, maybe going for a hike, maybe spending some camping out there, some fishing, or, just spending some time outside of the four walls that you might be stuck in. So let me know your answers for our question of the day. Once again, call them and text them in 575-523. KGRT is the number. That's 575-523-5478. Or just leave your comments down below. I love going through these as we get our answers in throughout the day. So go ahead and let me know your answers for our question of the day, brought to you by the Farmers and Crafts Market of Las Cruces.